Hello guys and welcome back. This is Asif here and today I'm going to be talking about my Silph Cup tournament which I participated in. So before going into my own teams, I would like to congratulate Shiv Keshav on winning the tournament. He managed to go 5-0 in the Chennai tournament. So congratulations man. Now moving on to my own teams, this was a team which I went into a tournament with. I managed to get in 3 wins and 2 losses with this team, starting off really horrendous, losing 2 in a row. So moving on to the games now. The first game was against Satya 7, and I start with my Sealeo, and he goes in with his Licky Licky. So it's quite simple here. Both need to go for the body slams, and on paper, Sealeo does manage to win, but IVs and stuff do come into play. So let's see how this matchup goes. So now he hits me with his body slam, and it does a good chunk of damage. So I'm going to return the favor again. So that's how it's going to go in this matchup, back and forth. So Sealeo was one of my spice picks going into the tournament because it, apart from the normal ones, the normal Pokemon who had Body Slam, this also has Powder Snow which charges up Body Slam a bit faster. So that's why I chose it. So both have invested one shields as you can see. So I'm going to go for the second shield now. So he changes at the last moment. Good thing I didn't hit the Body Slam. So now I'm going to go for the Water Pulse. And now after hitting the Water Pulse, I'm going to shift into the Alolan Muck. So this Dark Pulse will get his second shield, otherwise the Bronzong is going down. So yeah, I managed to get the second shield. So he's going to hit me with the Bulldoze now, and I may barely survive this. Yes, I survive. And can I get to the Dark Pulse again? Yes, I somehow managed to get to the Dark Pulse. So his Bronzong will go down now, but I barely have any health left, and one lick would just take me down. So coming back with my Sealeo, I go for the body slam again, and this would knock his Sealeo out. I mean, knock his Licky Licky out. Sorry. So now I shift into my Munchlax, and he goes to his last mon, which is Azumarill. So again, it's quite simple. Body slams will win the game. So, but not having a shield is a huge disadvantage here. So he can directly go for an Hydro Pump. It's going to do a huge chunk of damage. So I would need to hit 2 body slams here to get him really low so that Sealeo can farm him down. So let's see if I can reach the third one. Oh, I almost reach it, but I lose in the CMP tie. So this is going to knock me out. So I'm going to come into with my Sealeo, and can I reach the body slam? No, he managed to knock me out. So yeah, good games. He managed to beat me 3-0 in the tournament. So the next matchup is against AH Werewolf. I start with the Munchlax, and he starts with the Skuntank. So he shifts to his Azumarill. So now I'll shift to my Hypno here, and I'm going to straight away go for the Thunder Punch, because Thunder Punch is going to do super effective damage on an Azumarill. So yes, it hits. So this may be a Hydro Pump, but no, he hits me with the Play Rough. So good thing I didn't invest the shield, but it's going to get me low anyways. So I'll go for the Thunder Punch again. This will knock him out, or it will get him really low here. So it gets him really low, it doesn't knock him out. So I'm not going to shield this, he's already quite low. So yes, I go down, and I'm going to come in with my Munchlax, and he's going to come in with the Frostlass now. So I don't know which charge move I went for, because I clicked both at the same time. So let's see. And the game decides to go with the Bulldoze. So if this hits, it's going to do good damage, but yes, he doesn't shield. So now I'm going to move on to my Muck now, the Alolan Muck, and he goes to his Skuntank. So I go to a Sludge Wave, and he decides to shield it. So that was a mistake on my part, because he had 2 shields left. I should have gone for the Dark Pulse up front, but I went to the Sludge Wave. So now I'm out of both the shields, and he still has 1 shield. So now I decide to go for the Dark Pulse, and it's going to be doing a small chunk of damage, nothing major. So I'm expecting another Sludge Bomb here. So yes, he hits me with the Sludge Bomb. So now I go for the Dark Pulse again. This will get the shield, I hope. So yes, it gets the shield. So now I shift into my Munchlax, and before I get to the body slam, he hits me with the Crunch. So yes, I'm gonna farm him a bit, and now I'm going to go for the body slam now. I I just hope I can get to the body slam before the Frostless gets to avalanche, but no, I'm not able to reach it, and he hits me with the avalanche. So now it's just a battle to the end, and I lose it just by around 5 HP. So good games to AH Werewolf. He managed to beat me 2-1. So going to the third game, it was against Anderson, and he starts with a Furret. So a really good pick actually. It was one of the metas, but he was the only one using it. So yeah, I didn't know the movesets exactly of what it was using. So I know it has Brick Break, but I was not sure about the other moves, so I don't decide to shield it, and he hits me with the Hyper Beam. So good play from my opponent's part. So now I go in with my Beedrill. I really like Beedrill, how it performed in this tournament, to be frank with you guys. So now I'm going to go for X Scissors with the Beedrill, and it's going to get the shield. So now I am going to go in and go for the body slam straight away, but I think he's going to hit me with the avalanche, but no, he hits me with the shadow ball. When I asked him later on, he said that it was a single move frost blast, so that helped me a bit, but I don't think if he had the avalanche he would have beaten me in this matchup, because I had 2 shields remaining and I would have managed to beat the Furret and the last mon. So he goes for the Brick Break now. So I'm just going to go for Licks and the body slam. This is going to knock his Pokemon out, and let's see what his last Pokemon is going to be. It's a Bronzong. So I shift back and I'm going for Drill Run with my Beedrill, the Convery Day move, and it does a huge chunk of damage. And can I get to the X Scissors now? Yes, I barely managed to get to the X Scissors, and this is going to be GG's with him. So yeah, good games with my opponents. I managed to win this 3-0. So moving on to the fourth game against Anto Sparks, I managed to start with my Alolan Muck, and he starts with his Noctowl. So I'm just going to go for the Dark Pulse here. This would do a small chunk of damage. It's going to be neutral on it. Yes, it hits. So now he's going to hit me up with the Sky Attack. It's going to do a good amount of damage, I should say. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse again, but he managed to beat me in the CMP tie. Seriously speaking, in this tournament the CMP tie didn't favor me at all. So it was a reason why, one of the reasons actually, why I lost the first 2 games as well. So moving on, I go for another Dark Pulse, but he manages a really good switch. He switches to his Linoon. So I'm going to hit the Dark Pulse, and I'm going to go out with my Munchlax, and I'm going to straight away go for the Body Slam. If it hits, it's going to do a good chunk of damage, and yes, it hits. So let's see now what he's going to hit me with it. I'm not going to shield it this time. I'll let Munchlax take this. So he hits me with a Dig. So now I'm again going to go for the Body Slam, and I hope this is going to knock him out actually. So yeah, the Body Slam managed to knock him out. He's going to come in with his Noctowl, and he's going to hit me with the Sky Attack. So yes, my Munchlax barely survives this, so I have to straight away go for the Body Slam now, and the Body Slam is going to hit, but it doesn't knock him out. So I come with the Hypno, and his last Pokemon is the Bronzong. So I'm going to straight away go for Shadow Ball, because if it hits, it's going to do super effective damage. I'm not going to shield bait, and surprisingly it hits. So it's a huge advantage for us now. So I'm going to shield this one, because I have 2 Pokemon in the back, but I think this Hypno can easily beat it now. So Thunder Punch is what I'm going to go with, and my opponent doesn't decide to shield, because it wouldn't have been of necessary use. So good games. I managed to win 3-0 against him. So off to my last series, it was against Evangeline Naveen. So in this game matchup, I start with the Sealeo, and he starts with his Bronzong. So I'm going to go straight to Water Pulse now. So yes, the Water Pulse hits, and it does a good chunk of damage. So now I'm going to try and shield bait him with the Body Slam, or maybe even 2 Body Slams can knock him out now. But yeah, he gives up a shield, so it's huge. So I respect that, and I go for a shield myself, because I wanted to maintain the advantage which I had. So now again I'm going to go for the Water Pulse, and if this hits, it's going to knock him out. So I go for the Water Pulse, and he decides not to invest the second shield, so it's knocked him out. So let's see what he comes out with. So he decides to come out with the Skuntack now. So I go for the Body Slam straight away, and this is going to do a good chunk of damage. But can I reach the second one? No, I'm not able to reach the second body slam. So now I'm going to come in with the beetle, and I'll heal this one because crunch would do a good amount of damage to the beetle. So he shifts to his munchlax now, but before he can get off a move, I'll go for drill run. It will do a huge chunk of damage if it hits. Yes, it hits him. So now, yes, he's going to hit me with the body slam. I don't have any shields, so it's going to do a huge amount of damage. That's the problem with beetle. It doesn't have enough, what to say, bulk. So whatever move is gonna be hit on you, it's gonna do just that bit of extra damage. So I cut the hypno in the last moment, just get a bit of energy from him. So it's hypnosis stun tank, and he hits a crunch on me, which is super effective. So it's going to be a race now. The first thunder punch is going to be shielded, and it's going to be the race to the second thunder punch, and I barely managed to win this, and it's going to be GG's with my opponent. So I managed to win the last game 2-1 in the series. So it was good games. After a disastrous start, I somehow managed to win the rest 3. So thank you guys. Do like and subscribe. I hope to see you all again very soon.